MIDA is stands for Military Installation Development, and there's gonna be opportunities for military people to stay there at a reduced rate. And so there's a law in the state that if they participate in that, and we're not experts on it. As I said, we inherited this arrangement, and there was a tax break given to this group because they were deemed a MIDA. There's several MIDA projects around the state. I think this is probably the biggest or one of the biggest ones. That's all we know.
But none of that money comes to us.
Never makes it to us.
Yeah.
But we're assuming that this board has influence.
So far, we've had zero
The
influence.
concern that we have is that the military occupation, that's not gonna happen. I mean, you look at the edifice and the type of people that are gonna be living there, people that are well-heeled. Well, how can they get by claiming it has anything to do with the military?
It's in the hotels. So the hotels, there are these developments around the country where military people can stay in these hotels at a reduced
If
rate.
there's a space.
And instead of this one, this is what I know about it, which I'm not an expert. I probably shouldn't even be speaking about it, but instead of it being a specific hotel that's all for MIDA, I'm told that it's gonna be rooms that are scattered throughout the development, throughout the larger hotels that will be set aside for these military families when they're traveling and need to stop in and show their card, and they'll get to stay in them at a reduced rate. That's what it is.
At $1,000 a night?
I have no idea.
Or more, we don't have control over that. It's,
We do know they'll have an opportunity to ski in the winter and boat in the summer.
So what can we do to complain about that? It seems like logic. I don't see how military families are gonna stay in a facility like that. I think it's a technicality that was developed to get the thing going.
Justify.
The suggestion we can give you is Wasatch County has a board member,
Yeah.
There is a MIDA coordinator here in the
Coordinator.
Wasatch County, and if you contacted those people at Wasatch County, they could steer you in the right direction. There is a MIDA coordinator that could maybe help you with these details much
Yeah.
better than we could.
so
I believe it's Mike Davis.
Mike Davis.
Yeah.
let's get your information and maybe try to come up with some sources for you to contact. Would that work?
Yeah.
Because I actually have somebody, I mean, maybe they could contact Luke Searle, maybe you can.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
called an abatement or to help people in my situation where we're being priced out of our home after 10 years because of taxes?
That's something that you can talk to the county about.
I've looked into it, it's pretty hard to get an abatement, but you can. You almost have to be destitute, but.
Well, I'm destitute.
No, try it.
Poverty income.
She's talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Can we, Stacy, can we get that?
We appreciate the comment, and it's noted. Okay, consent items. I move that we approve the consent items. All in favor? Consent items,
Who was first?
I moved it. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna move to the action items, and the first item is to vote on the property tax adjustment. And I believe Jason has a paragraph that we will read.
Well, it's not a paragraph. If this is a motion you want to make, you would just motion that you don't need to worry about those that way, but that this rate is set to generate that it should be.
Just rates, okay.
And not the
So just for these things. Okay. Okay, I move that Fund 210, basic school levy, be .0014006 to generate $21,358,083. Fund 230, the GO bond payments, be set at .000251 to generate $3,806,550. Fund 24-6, the capital levy, be set at 001937 to generate $29,424,329. Fund 510, the voted local levy, be set at .001208 to generate $18,350,330. Fund 525, the board local levy, the rate be set at 001555 to generate $23,621,493. And then the final fund at 527, the charter school levy be set at 00034, $516,483. Is there a second?
You gotta so move it, right, first?
I motioned it, so we just need a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
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 You asked all in favor?
Yeah,
Any opposed?
yeah, is there any opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes. Action item number 2. Looks like we're gonna invite Justin to come up to walk us through Microsoft Office 360.
Good evening. Just for your consideration here, this is our annual Office 365 renewal that we do every year. Is there any questions that I can answer for you?
Is it in the budget?
It is.
All right. So I move that we approve action item number 2.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Passes. Okay, we'll invite esteemed Dr. Campbell to walk us through action item number 3.
Thank you, Lord. This, as we spoke earlier in the study session, is an adjustment to the school fees policy to get in line with state expectations, in addition of section 8.9 regarding service in lieu of fees, which allows parents and the schools and students to create other ways for students to work off fees that were excused. So our recommendation is to approve the school fees policy as written.
So moved.
Second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, passes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite to the podium for the first time, drum roll please, the esteemed director.
Hello, thank you.
Welcome, we're glad you're here.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm excited to be here, so thank you. I'm just here to present the early learning plan. It's a grant that we've received in the years past. We've received it again, and it's for $88,015, and it is to go towards supporting our early literacy goals.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions for Stephanie? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Disher. All right, number 5, we'll invite Todd to come up. The esteemed Director Todd of Teaching and Learning. Looks like we have a couple tonight, Todd, right? We're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, please. Representing Teaching and Learning, we're asking for your consideration of 4 resources to improve student learning. The first is Otis, K-12 Student Growth Platform. So Otis is used in our elementary schools, and what it does is allow teachers, principals, schools to monitor and evaluate student learning. So it collects data, teachers give an assessment, teachers are then able to identify which students learned, which have not learned. It also catalogs all standardized assessments that students have taken, brings all the data into one place so teachers can easily evaluate how each child is learning and allows them to adjust instruction accordingly. And so the recommendation is to approve the renewal of Otis for a 1-year license for $16,467.05.
So moved.
Second? I second it. So any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, action item number, that would be 5 passes. Number 6.
So the next consideration is one that I'm personally really excited about. It's for a program called Derivita, and the way this has evolved is considering data across the state and identifying top performing collaborative teams. We identified Brighton High School as a top performer. Our math team went and visited with Canyon School District and discussed what types of resources they are using, including Open Up resource. This proposal is for Derivita, which is something Canyons uses in order to support students in their math learning by asking challenging on-grade level questions in math for students to answer. Speaking with Brady Tree on this request, he said that they have been using Alex software at Wasatch High School, which is good for evaluating level 1 and level 2 learning, but Derivita will allow them to get to level 3 and level 4. So what I'm saying is it ups the rigor and draws attention to an area where we have goals to see improvement. And through the curriculum resource and the supporting assessment tool, Derivita, which Canyons is using, which will allow this team to partner with Canyons on the same initiative, we believe it'll help the high school math department achieve its goal. So the recommendation is to approve Derivita for $13,534.50.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions?
I have a question. So you compared it to Alex. How, I mean, as far as how it functions, how
It
the
does.
student interacts with it, is it like
Correct.
Alex?
It's similar. It's similar in format. We just believe it's a higher level of rigor. And it was developed by the Canvas inventor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, number 6 passes. Number 7.
Number 7 is a consideration to purchase Companion software for a 1-year subscription. Companion is who gives us Alexandria, which is the way each of our schools catalog their library books. And so if you go to each of our schools' web pages, if the public wants to know what books are in our library, they would do that through Alexandria. So the recommendation is for a 1-year subscription at $16,640.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now number 7 passes. Number 8.
The final proposal is for Turnitin. The high school has been using Turnitin for a number of years. They like the way that it integrates with Canvas, but what it does is it's anti-plagiarism software or a plagiarism detector. And what's included with this, which is interesting for this year, is AI detection. So Turnitin would be able to tell teachers if students have written their own essay or if chat wrote the essay. And so I think it's pretty critical as we try to help students improve their writing that they submit original pieces. And so the proposal, the recommendation is to approve Turnitin for $19,944.
I love it, so moved.
Second.
Any questions?
I love that we're being proactive on this.
Okay.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 8 passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we'll invite esteemed Supervisor Zach to come through for the rest of the night. 9
We'll
through
finish
12.
strong and fast.
Yeah. We're gonna buy some equipment out of that capital budget.
Yep. Okay, so my first proposal is for 2 truck service beds. These are the utility tool beds you see on our maintenance vehicles. It's for Reading truck for $22,086.04. They do have a state contract. So that's my recommendation that the board approve that.
So moved. Second. Any questions?
So, just a quick question, so it's state contract, this is just what it is, right?
Yeah.
We're good?
I actually got other prices on a different bed and they were more expensive, so I didn't even include them since it's a state contract.
Awesome.
How many are we working with now? I mean, what do you
We
out
have
there?
7 of them right now. So all my guys have a truck with a bed. So these are for the 2 new vehicles we'll have coming.
And then just for our information, the items 9 through 12 are in the 2023 budget. We budgeted for these items.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Well, yes, the 24 budget.
24, yeah.
I can't speak for sure to the last one because it's Sean's, but I'm sure he budgeted for it, so.
Okay. We'll double check on that, Sean. All in favor for 9?
Aye.
Thank you.
Just realized Keith's not up here for the first time. It's a little odd.
He was a little sneaky about it.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was
Because last
very
time-
sneaky.
Last time you were up here, so this, oh wow.
Feels a lot better this way.
I bet it is.
Feeling relaxed
I
up there?
feel a little nervous with you in the audience.
All right, so my next item, we need to purchase 2 new plows and replace 1 plow. So this is for 3 snow plows for our maintenance vehicles from Mountain Land Power Equipment for $27,906.25. And this is also a state contract. So it's my recommendation the board accept this.
So moved.
Second. Any questions or comments about the need for snow plows?
I have some comments about the need for them.
Want
All in
comments?
favor?
Aye.
Okay, number 11.
It was a rough year on our plows, let's put it that way.
Definitely.
So this is to purchase a new maintenance vehicle from Labrum Ford, sorry. We're actually still waiting on the 2 we bought last year. Danny happened to have a different one come in. We did hire a new maintenance guy this year, so we're in need of a new vehicle. So we're snagging this one while the price is good on it. We did budget for it, so it's not a surprise to us, but so my proposal is that we purchase the 2023 Ford F-250 from Labrum Ford for $54,927.
So moved. Second. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 11 passes.
Trucks are getting expensive.
Yes, they are.
So our final one here is to buy back the last year's Cool to Care car from Labrum Chevrolet, the 2019 Buick Envision. Danny sells it back to us for an excellent price, low book value, I believe, what Sean told me, so. We bought the one last.
Teacher, right? This is
Yes, the teacher car. So we bought the one from them last year, the Malibu out there at an excellent price, and we're doing it again this year with this Envision. So it'll be added to the district fleet out here, so. It's my recommendation that the board approve the purchase of the 2019 Buick Envision from Labrum Chevrolet for $26,600.
So moved. Second. Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach, for all your work. All right, we'll turn the time over to the superintendent for a couple of items. Keep us informed.
Let's go to, if we could kind of roll through the board reports. Mary Ann, we've got our pre-delegate assembly this week.
Yep.
If you want to share those times and
Yeah, so
reminder to the board for those if they're able to attend.
anyone is welcome. The vote is on Saturday morning. I've reached out to you, just let me know after the meeting. Pre-delegate dinner and meeting will actually be all on finances from the state office. And will be a very good discussion. If you can make it, it's open to everyone. Anyone who wants to carpool, let me know. The actual voting on our legislative priorities for the year going into the next legislative session. USBA obviously represents all 41 districts in the state. So when we set those legislative priorities in conjunction with the Superintendent's Association, the School Board of School Business Officer Association, we're all on board with the same legislative priorities going into this legislative session, and those will be voted on Saturday morning. And so that's why it's important to have 2 delegates there.
And that's from
And that will be check-in that's, I believe, 8:30, you come for breakfast at 8 AM at Canyons, and then it'll go until 11:30. The latest it's ever gone was noon, Saturday. I just remember that. Last year was till noon.
Thank you. What if you leave early?
You gotta be there for voting, and that is the one thing, if you are there for voting, no one can trade you for your card. Like, you are the delegate or the remainder.
How many board members would they let vote for more than one?
Well, so it's for our region, so we get 2. And Kim is unable to make it, and Meredith Reed from Park City is unable to make it. So I'm next in line. I have been involved in setting these priorities all year. So I can be one of them, but it's always good to have more involvement from everyone, so if we can get 2. Our alternate list was written down in January, and so the next one's on the list for Corey and Tyler and then me. And then we'll go to the other districts. I believe the next one's Linda, more. We'll go down from there. We just want to make sure we have 2 delegates there voting to represent our 4 school districts.
Okay, is that a commitment that we need right now, or? would you
No,
like to-
well, and I've reached out to him, we'll talk about it later.
Sounds good.
Okay, any other, reports from board members? Share?
I went to Board of Trustees meeting for MTech last week or the week before, and the biggest item that relates to this group is the groundbreaking is going to be in the spring. They were going to break ground this fall, and they've pushed that to the spring. They've purchased the property, and they are in the process of being reimbursed from the state for that property. And the groundbreaking for Payson is, I want to say, in 2 weeks. And so they're building an MTech building right now in Payson, and then we're right after them, and it's on track for the fall of '24 to start building that building. So there'll be construction parallel with our high school, and probably wrap up a little bit before us, if not right at the same time. So that's exciting.
It's absolutely amazing that we're this close on the heels of the Payson building.
Yeah.
When we first talked about this with Clay Christensen, the MTech president, and we were planning and all this, we were reminded over and over again that this was a years-long process. It would take several years, and you need to get on the list, and you need to get in line, and even they are just baffled that this sailed through as fast as it did, and brought up the legislature as fast as it did, and passed, and here we are, we've almost caught up to the project and ahead of us.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unheard of. So the fact, we'll have to take more time on this later, but the fact that we'll have an MTech building, with our new high school at this site, it's gonna be such a powerful thing for this community. It's gonna be an economic engine for this community. It's gonna help a lot of, you think about IHC and all the people that will, all the skilled labor that this will produce for those folks, for, we have Probst Electric, Quanta Electric here in town, big presence. They're trying to, they're looking for skilled electricians. I mean, it's just amazing. It's an amazing opportunity for our community, and more importantly, from us and our perspective, it's an amazing opportunity for our students.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be a very powerful learning center, when it's all put together. And it'll serve students from Wasatch and Summit County. And, I feel like we haven't really taken the time to address this with our community, as to the fact of just how fortunate this community is to have this to have MTech join us on our site, down in our new school site. So what a tremendous thing.
It's gonna be impressive, that building, the types of buildings that they have right now, and what they're building in Payson, and the fact that it's on the frontage of Midway Lane, it will get more attention than our high school. It just will. They'll drive by and they'll see MTech. People will probably mistake it as part of a high school, and rightfully so. I mean, it will be so well organized that our high school kids will be drawn into those technical programs 1,000 times more than they are right now. If it's not clicking for you as a student, as it relates to the math, the science, the English, the book work, very quickly can they learn the trade and be career and college ready right out of high school. And it's all because of the vision that we have to work Superintendent Sweat along with Clay Christensen to make this happen right there on the same footprint. It's pretty impressive. We'll do some chores and get the board up to speed, but it's been fun to be on the board of EdTech the last couple of months.
That's what I love about this district's vision, is that it's not, you don't see kids as just college bound. You see kids as, with different abilities who, graduate, and some join the Army, and some go to college. So I love it. I love the vision that this district has for our students.
And for anyone that's listening, MTech is, the model was designed on 60% for undereducated adults. So any adult in this community now has an opportunity to drive down and enroll at MTech and become a nurse's assistant or a dental assistant. I mean, I wish we had the list with us.
I have it,
Yeah, there's 30 programs.
Can you pull that up? It'll show you all the programs that can be offered there. It's pretty impressive.
Including some computer science, IT, digital marketing. There's some, a lot of really, in addition to the really cool trades, there's a lot of also technology things that people are hiring. MTech has a placement rate of like 98% or something like that for everybody who because they only do programs in industries that need.
So there you can see all of the programs that our applied technology colleges offer. Lehigh is the main campus for the Mountain Land region, which we are in, which is Utah, Wasatch and Summit counties. And then you can see, Stacy has the Heber column highlighted. We will actually have more offerings. I think we have a total of 16 offerings, which is more than any of the other satellite campuses. So it's gonna be a very strong offering right out of the gate.
And they'll add to that too as time goes on and the need arises.
Absolutely, and the high school kids, you know, first and second period, I'm at the new high school or Wasatch High School. Third period, I can buzz over and take a class at MTech and be back to my high school on my high school schedule by the end of the day. It's gonna be such a convenient and powerful educational opportunity for our entire community and certainly our high school students.
Yeah, and the fact that it's happening in parallel is amazing. All right, that's all I have for MTech. Anything else?
I did forget about interlocal meeting. I did attend. I was there. Good news out of that. Rhonda Winterton, Senator, came and was able to listen to a lot of the questions. It was a good discussion. Education got hit hard with bills, but so did city and towns and counties. So we're all in it together. But it was a good meeting. It was good to see everyone. A lot of good discussion. So,
Thanks for representing us.
as always, anybody is invited to
Yeah.
come with.
Okay.
Last thing, happy birthday, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Paul. Superintendent turned 26 today.
Yeah, once I hit 50, I started going back down.
And Nancy Cummings.
That's right. Nancy Cummings is the nice lady up the street.
Up the street, yeah, so they'll-
That birthday, she had a son my age, has a son my age, Wayne Cummings.
Special day.
Yep. Well, thank you.
Anything from the report from the birthday boy?
Well, all I've got is, high school's coming along nicely, Westland Construction, would like the staff, board members to join them. I think you've already got this invitation. I'm throwing this out as a reminder. September 14th at 11:30, meet at the job site for a little lunchtime barbecue put on by Westland. And get an update and a little tour of what's going on. And then we'll kind of pick up regular tours after that as part of our study session of our board meetings if we want so we can pull that off.
And I think they believe that's gonna correspond about the time they start going vertical.
Okay, great.
So
Yeah,
that's
they-
a milestone.
And they're hauling midway lanes full of trucks. Every time I go back and forth. I think today they brought in a bunch of concrete barriers. They're doing something with the foundation I haven't seen before. So getting ready to start building on that.
Very exciting. It's off and running and they're hustling to get some things done, but before winter. And then we've got to, I've got to come clean on the boards. Brooke had a big part of the boards, and I think Stacy, between the two of them, we have these nice boards.
They were
I had
helpful.
nothing to do
We
with
won't
it.
call both boards.
They're extremely helpful.
They're Brooks and Stacy's boards.
They were
And Brooklyn.
They were actually better than the digital representation. To be able to see where the school exists, like that's important for us, to get that visual, thank you. All right, I'll entertain a motion, or I'll move that we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.